Australia, scientists and farmers are searching for answers to another puzzling mystery involving cattle. Animal X went to take a look at the so-called magic cows.
Imagine if we could all live to the ripe old age of 150. Bear children into our 60s and 70s, have twins, triplets, even quads. Now in Australia, discovering that magic elixir could be closer than we think, and the clues are coming from the most unlikely source. Animal X travelled to New South Wales to visit the Monaro region and the mysterious cattle that defy the laws of nature. They look like everyday cows.
Most cows are gone by the time they're 9 or 10 years old.
But Aussie farmer Wendy Haynes' daisies are definitely different.
The oldest cow here at the moment's 22 years old.
Gunya Loyal, the 80th, had her last calf just a couple of years ago. In human terms, that's like having a baby in your 70s.
I do know that Wendy has cows that have regularly had calves up until the age of 15 years. Cows have lived to 23.
And that's like us, living to about 150. There can be little doubt there's a strange secret lurking beneath this cattle country here in the shadow of Australia's snowy mountains. Scientists have been here to investigate, and they're not saying what they've found. Here, the country they call the Monaro is tough. When the winds are blowing, temperatures plummet well below freezing. Julie Johnson, Wendy's neighbour, runs an Angus stud. It's the same mysterious story here. Many of these animals are living more than twice their normal lifespan, still producing offspring at 18 or 19 years of age. What's more, there's an extraordinarily high number of multiple births.
When you get to having as many twins as we've had in cattle, that really is an unusual thing.
Solving the mystery could be significant for all of us. The biochemistry of old age in cattle is much the same as in humans. Finding out what keeps these cattle alive could give us all a longer lease of life. In the nation's capital, Canberra, in a small, anonymous building belonging to the Department of Health, months were spent testing and probing samples. Usually after samples are taken, scientific theories are made public, but in this case, the mystery only deepens. The scientists won't talk.
Oh, I think they're keeping things pretty quiet.
One of the most plausible explanations floating around seems to be in the water.
All of Wendy's stock are fed from spring water, which come from some deep down in the ground. The water table is getting lower, and whether that's a factor or not, I don't know.
Millions of years ago, volcanic eruptions covered this area with basalt, lava rocks rich in minerals. Local springs contain a chemical cocktail of calcium, magnesium, iron, sodium and potassium.
All our water supply on the place is from underground springs.
They've served generations of long-living sheep and cattle, but not local families. They've tried to run it into their homesteads, but the water is so loaded with minerals, it destroys the pumps and the pipes. If the water is the key, the scientists aren't letting on.
There was something in the water which conferred longevity on animals that may well be applicable to human beings or other types of animals.
But if the cows have discovered a magical elixir of life, they're not alone. Wendy and Julie also run sheep on their Monaro properties. It seems that they too are also living long and fertile lives, and some of these ewes are 17 years old. When and if the scientists release their results, we may finally discover the magic of the Monaro and maybe, just maybe, the elusive secret to a long and healthy life.
It's said there are stranger things in heaven and earth than we can think of.
there's something there, but we just don't know what it is.
You've just seen some of them on Animal X.